Fun fact, planet Earth is 4.5 billion years old. Mankind, about 140,000 years old. Let me put that in perspective. If you condense the Earth's lifespan into 24 hours, that's one full day, then we have been here on this planet for, drum roll please, 3 seconds. 3 seconds. And look what we've done. We have modestly named ourselves Homo sapiens, meaning wise man. But is man really so wise? Smart, yes, and it's good to be smart, but not too smart for your own good.
In this mini documentary, the issue that will be covered is deforestation and the effects it has in the world we live in today. It will show the pros and cons of the issue and will discuss how hemp could be the answer to this problem and why corporations and governments do not want to use hemp, and how us as the younger generation, the future lawmakers, can help prevent the future damage to the earth. I'll be interviewing some professionals in the field to get a better insight and understanding of the issue, and also an everyday person will be getting interviewed to see if they are aware of the issues that are occurring in everyday life. Deforestation occurs to fulfill our needs as an economy. For starters, to provide lumber. Lumber is wood. We seem to use it in everyday life by making houses, tables, and even paper. Not only does it supply our lumber for everyday living, but will also provide jobs. These jobs could include woodcutters, people processing plants to make glue from wood saps, processing pulp into paper, jobs for people driving the machinery, jobs for people now going to plant more trees to cater for the trees that have been lost. But in saying what he said, our economy is growing rapidly, and the clearing of forests and other woodlands provide spaces for developments to be made to produce more houses to cater to our growing economy. In Australia, about 40% of the forests are lost, and in 1950, southwest and Western Australia was cleared for the growth of wheat in its place. 80% of Australia's wildlife lives in the forests. Without the forests being there, Australia's biodiversity will be at risk. This will make animals to be more vulnerable to poachers. When deforestation occurs, it causes a disruption in the water cycle. Trees no longer evaporate groundwater, which causes local climate to be drier, increases soil erosion, which then increases runoffs, and also causes the earth to be hotter, which then could affect certain animals due to the change in the environment and the animals not being able to handle the drastic change in weather conditions. I'm doing a uni assignment, and I have a question. Do you know what deforestation is?
Deforestation, when they clear all the trees?
Yes.
Kill all the trees?
Yeah. Do you think it's a good idea
No,
for us
definitely
to be
not.
doing it?
No.
And what do you think we could be doing to help the earth, to sustain the earth?
Regrow the trees. Put the trees back. Whatever they take away, put them back.
I'm now here doing a phone interview with a palm oil producer in Indonesia. So forests cover 30% of our planet. It takes about 26 trees to produce 1 ton of paper, and Indonesia produces more than 9 million tons of paper per year. It is one of the highest rates of deforestation. So why does Indonesia clear its land?
Palm oil is one of the main causes, and Indonesia is the largest producer of palm oil.
Why does Indonesia produce palm oil?
It is very cheap to grow and produce. Also, 10 times less land is needed compared to vegetable oil crops. It could be used for cooking, cosmetics and biofuel.
So what are the downfalls of palm oil?
An area of 300 football fields of rainforest is cleared every hour for palm oil production. It destroys natural habitats for an estimated 300,000 species of animals, pushing orangutans to extinction in the wild within 5 to 10 years, contributes to the well-being of the entire ecosystem. Also, rainforest deforestation is responsible for 18% of the world's carbon emissions annually.
Okay, so if people didn't want to buy products with palm oil, should they just look on the label for palm oil?
In reality, yes, but it is also known as palmate, palmitate, and palmitic acid, just to point out a few.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. Have a good morning.
You too, bye.
Bye. Now here with an expert. How is hemp a better alternative to deforestation?
Deforestation is a global epidemic. It doesn't have to be that way. We have a plant that is versatile, can be grown in any condition whatsoever. No herbicide, no pesticides are required. Minimal water is needed to grow hemp. From planting to harvest, it takes in between 100 and 121 days. Hemp is biodegradable. Hemp also rejuvenates our soil, so if we've had a bad crop, we can grow a crop of hemp and it nourishes, replenishes the soil. Anything can be made from hemp, anything that we can think of, from paint to plastic to metal to concrete. It can be used for insulation, heating, food and paper and clothing, anything we can think of. Hemp is the plant that can make it. You know, you can wear your t-shirt and your shoes or your socks, or even the hemp packaging. After you finish using it, you pop it in your backyard and it will biodegrade.
So why don't big corporations and governments pursue the use of hemp in everyday lives and change the ways?
Well, government won't change their laws because the people who fund government and who support governments are the big conglomerates, the paint makers, the plastic makers. They're not interested in the environment. All they're interested in is in their top dollar and at any cost. The way we can change this is that we need to start lobbying governments all together at any level, and that way we can make a change for our environment, for our future.
Thank you. Without the forest, our planet cannot breathe. Trees are amazing. We breathe the air that they create. Clean up our pollution, carbon, store and purify water, gives us medicine that can heal us, food that feeds us, and what do? Destroy it, burn it. The earth doesn't need us. We need the earth. We are on the verge of leaving nothing for our children or our children's children, but it doesn't have to be this way. We can change the world we live in, one person at a time.